I'm going to give you hard evidence right here. Watch this now. Back in December of 2020, just a few months ago, a congressional group sent a 28-page document to the incoming transition team advising them to strip the First Amendment rights from Christians. But not all Christians. Watch this now. Strip the Christians who advocate traditional biblical positions on the sanctity of life. That's me, and probably you. Christians who advocate traditional biblical positions on marriage.
That's me.
Traditional positions on gender identity. The position that gender is defined at conception. They want to shut the mouths of those Christians. Listen to me, church. Gender identity is not fluid. You don't wake up one morning as a man and the next morning as a woman. Watch it. We're talking about how far we have fallen. Could you imagine just about 20 years ago if a man 50 or 40 years old decided, well, I want to walk in that woman's bathroom. So right now, I feel like a woman. I'm going to go ahead and walk into that woman's bathroom. Could you imagine in high school, these young men with all these hormones flying around, and they know there's some girls in the shower next door. Oh, somebody hearing this. Well, I feel like a woman. I'm going to just go check out Susie May. 20 years ago, our society would have said it's crazy. But here we are. This congressional group wants our voice silenced, church. You can read the entire disturbing, and I'm going to go ahead and call it demonic, 28-page document, as well as see the congressional sponsors. It's online. Go Google it. You can read it for yourself. If you don't want to look it up yourself, simply send me an email and I will send you a copy. It's gobeyond@judaministries.net. Y'all got that? I have the PDF, the whole document. If you're up for nauseation one day, I'll send it to you and you can read through it. So I think we have a slide to show you some of this document here. The title of this document is Restoring Constitutional Secularism and Patriotic Pluralism in the White House. Now watch. Now we're talking about censorship and pluralism here. Their goal is to have a complete secular society, completely devoid of God. Can you say China? That's where it's going, y'all. So let me break this down. This is just one short paragraph of the document, but you'll see where it's going. Here we go, and I quote, "We urge you not to underestimate the institutional strength of what we refer to interchangeably in this document as the Christian nationalist movement or the religious right." So let's pause there for a moment, okay? One of the first things this group tries to do is to demonize a group of people by labeling them. They label us as the Christian nationalist movement. Does anybody even know what such a thing is? But that's what they've labeled us, the religious right. Let me tell you something, Judah. That is Hitler-esque. Oh, watch now. This method of labeling somebody, this technique, has been used by tyrants throughout history for either to rule over people or to annihilate them. Our first example is Adolf Hitler with the Jews. He dehumanized them and demonized them. He started by labeling them, and Andy, you might have to help me out with my German here. He had a word for them called Untermenschen. That translated roughly means subhuman. So every time he referred to the Jews, Untermenschen, subhuman, subhuman. And it got into society where society now looks at every Jewish shop, every Jewish person as subhuman. Come on, does somebody hear what I'm saying here? He constantly referred to them as filth or contaminants, just like Louis Farrakhan, a year or two ago, called them parasites. Was there any pushback from the media? Was there any right, left, or center politician that called him out? Oh, that wasn't hate speech, right? Second example is in our own nation during slavery. Tyrannical slave owners had derogatory names, come on church, for their slaves. The purpose was to dehumanize them. Politicians and media using Christian nationalists, it's the same thing. So this congressional group is labeling us as Christian nationalist movement or the Christian right in an attempt to demonize us in the public eye. Let's read on. Watch. Talking about you. Your extreme and sectarian agenda is on constant display under the Trump-Pence administration. Its political ideology, watch this, is anti-democratic and anti-scientific. So what they do is they try to tie us as true believers in Jesus Christ, true believers in the Word of God, to a political party. Let me say this as loud and clear as I can say this. I am not tied to any political party. I'm not a registered Democrat. I'm not a registered Republican. So I don't belong to any political party. I'm a bond servant of Jesus Christ, and I'm tied to His Word, period. So they say we have an extreme and sectarian, which basically means bigoted or intolerant agenda, meaning that because we do not condone or approve the LGBTQ plus lifestyle, because we don't condone the destroying of the nuclear family, because we don't condone the killing of innocent children, we are extreme and we're dangerous. So in their point of view, they need to shut us up. They go on to say because we are anti-scientific. Like they're the enlightened ones and we're the morons. We're stupid. We're not woke. Hear me, somebody. We are not anti-scientific. Why? Because true science proves the Word of God to be true. However, we are anti-propaganda science. Here's some science for you. Listen up. Science now proves that beyond a reasonable doubt, that it is absolutely, without a doubt, that it's a human being inside a woman during her pregnancy. So my question for you, Mr. Woke and Miss Woke, why don't you recognize that science? Now who's anti-scientific?
Hi, I'm Pastor Michael Urisha, and I hope you enjoyed today's short word. If you liked and agreed with this message, please hit the share button and share it with everyone you know. Together, we could proclaim this gospel of Jesus Christ to the ends of the earth. And now, if you'd like to watch the message in its entirety, simply click on the link below. God bless you, my friend, and we hope to see you here next time as together we go beyond.
To every nation, to every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ.